Hey guys, so I have been living in Sweden for 9 months now, which is pretty crazy. This 9 months I have been able to notice a lot of strange things about the Swedes, and I would like to share them with you today. So if you are interested, just keep watching. Number 1 is fuel milk. It's like sour milk, almost like yogurt but not quite. And one time, like when I was first new in Sweden, I was with my host family. We were just having breakfast, I just poured it in my cereal and I was just like, oh no. And I just tasted it and I was like, what am I gonna do? But I had only been there for like a week or something, so I just kept eating it and I was just like, why Swedes, why? Number 2. So number 2 would have to be smorgastartar, which translates to bread cake. I've had one of these before at my graduation and they are quite strange. Basically it's like a sandwich designed like a cake, and it's like layers of bread, and sometimes it can have cream and things that cake have on a sandwich, which is quite strange but quite an interesting invention. Number 3 would have to be bubble water. So in Sweden, if you just ask for water, they are going to give you soda water or like carbonated water. And to me this is repulsive. I hate it so much, but the Swedes seem to love it, and there's so many times I've ordered it and just had to drink through it. Another weird thing about that is that it also comes in a lot of peculiar flavours, like gingerbread and ice cream. I think I've even seen licorice flavour, which is disgusting. But again, another unique weird thing about Sweden. Number 4 would be that you are allowed to kind of camp, hunt and pick berries and mushrooms and that sort of thing on private property, which if you compare that to America, there is no way that would be even a possibility. So I think it's quite strange that you can just go onto someone's property and pick the berries. Number 5 is how serious Swedes are about queuing up. So like Borås, the town I live in, is quite small, about 100,000 people, and in our little like florist you even like can take a number and you have to like stand in the queue with your number. And I think that's just so strange because there's never more than like 10 people in the shop that I've seen, but again, something they're very serious about. 6 would be that one of the most frustrating things to me is that the doors don't say push or pull. They just, you just have to guess. So I've gotten really good at kind of reading the doors, and you have to get a sense. And like, if you're wrong, it's just so awkward, especially at school. You just like go to like push it and it's pull, and you're just like, oh no. But again, apparently you can tell by the door handles, which some of them I can tell, but no, not all the time. Not all the time. Number 7 would have to be that Swedes do not date. So if you think of like a typical like American high school movie or something like that, it just doesn't exist in Sweden. I don't even know how Swedish babies are born, to be honest, because when Swedes are boyfriend and girlfriend, it just kind of happens. I guess they start out as friends and just sometimes they don't even know that they're boyfriend and girlfriend, but everyone else knows. It's quite a strange concept. Number 8. Swedish fashion. Now I could talk about Swedish fashion all day, honestly, but one thing in particular that I think is super weird is that they wear other country flags on their clothes, especially American British flags. But the other day at school I saw a girl wearing an Australian flag on her jumper and I was just like, yes. But again, I think it's really weird. You never see them wearing the Swedish flag, but they really, they're very patriotic about the British and the American. Number 9 would have to be the unspoken social customs in Sweden. And when you first get here, like, it's quite strange. It takes a lot of observance to kind of get the hang of it. So there's a couple of little things, but again, I could talk about this all day. But some of the things are, if you first meet a person, you have to shake their hand first, but if you meet them a second time, you have to hug them. Well, you don't have to, but it's kind of like, you couldn't just go in with a hug, which I have done several times. Awkward, but yeah, it's just a thing. I don't know. Another thing is you can't smile at strangers because they think you are on drugs or crazy, which I do still every day. But basically, if you just like smile at them as they walk past, they're like, was she looking at me, kind of thing, and then they just like give me really weird faces, and all I want to do is give them a smile. So yeah, another weird social custom. Also, you can't talk to strangers, so not on buses, not in the shop, nowhere. If you talk to a stranger, they really think you're weird, like you want to steal their money or something like that. So that's another kind of weird thing. And number 10, lastly, is food. So, Swedes, to cut their pizza, they cut them with scissors, first of all, and then they eat it with a knife and fork, which, to me, your hands are made for eating. And also hamburgers. They eat them, they take the top off, they take the patty out, and just eat it with a knife and fork, and you're just like, it's not how it's done, it's not how it's done. But, yeah, just little things that I noticed. But I must admit now, I do eat my pizza with a knife and fork and my hamburgers, so I have well and truly adjusted. So just a little kind of disclaimer at the end, is I had to ask other exchange students about what they found weird, as well as look it up, because honestly, all these things to me now seem really quite normal, and like, if I get a lot of questions, what's weird about Sweden? I'm just like, I don't know anymore, I'm full Swede. Yeah, so I'm not trying to offend anyone or anything like that. This is just kind of what new exchange students have observed and what I have observed. So I hope you enjoy. Soon I will have up my 8 to 9 month vlog about kind of the trip with my parents, which I think you all kind of saw already posted. If not, the videos will be down below. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I think I have 50,000 video views, which to me is just insane. When I started this, it was kind of just a thing for my family to watch and enjoy. It wasn't, yeah, I didn't ever think like many people would watch, but yeah, it's just insane. So thank you guys for your support, and I hope to see you really soon. Bye!